Why is this criminal still on my ship? Get off my ship! Throw him in the airlock. I do not like Sunday. I think I'm angry because Sunday gets a whole redemption arc, and Adventuring still hasn't gotten his. I'm angry. Yeah, I'm still playing Honkai Star Rail. I think it was only $15 plus 10, or no, it wasn't $10. There was some kind of, the store is having a bunch of weird little specials, and I think I bought one of them, but it was really cheap. I haven't bought the battle pass yet. And then when it came to getting Casterus, I think I spent like 15 bucks on more Stellar Jade, and I was able to get her. So that's cool. I've got the Reviver and Dragon Lady. I mean, even if it wasn't for the whole revive thing, the fact that she can summon a dragon onto the battlefield would have been enough to make me want her. Although it is really funny because whenever I put her in my party and I set it to auto battle, she ends up almost killing everyone because she always uses a blast for her attack. Or I think instead of just singular attacks. And oh yeah, there's her cool dragon. I think she's a reference to Castor and Pollux. And if my memory of mythology is correctly, they're supposed to be twins? Also, apparently lore-wise, she's like kind of related to Dan Heng. Apparently, any species with pointed ears like that are supposed to be related to dragons. And I thought Dan Heng's race was only specific to the Xian Shou. But apparently there's like subspecies, which is bizarre because I thought Dan Heng was like a dragon god, basically. The lore in this, I think, lore-wise, I do like Honkai Star Rail compared to Genshin Impact. I'm a big fan of like universes and galaxies. Which is weird because I do typically read like medieval fantasy stuff, but I really like if I had to choose between Dragon Age or Mass Effect, I would probably choose Mass Effect. Even Andromeda is better than most Dragon Age games. Dragon Age, I only really like Dragon Age 1 and 2. Which is weird, because most people liked Inquisition. I barely tolerated Inquisition. I won't even touch Veilguard. Unless Veilguard goes on sale for like $5, that's the only way I'm buying that game. And even then, it would just be to see the romance. I do think that I'm sad the Antiban Crows aren't more evil, but I do think Lacanus' character is kind of hot, and I do like the Necromancer guy. The girls are kind of disappointing. It's the titties. None of them have good titties. I wouldn't even be annoyed by Tasha's character, really. I like representation. It's just, in the Dragon Age world, they already had a word for transgender people, so I don't know why they brought modern language into a fantasy world. But yeah, I was so hyped for Dragon Age, the Veilguard too, and just so disappointed. I mean, I've only seen reviews. For all I know, I could play the game and be like, this is actually okay. Like, most people did not like Dragon Age 2, and I love Dragon Age 2, so I'm just a weird like that. I gotta remember not to curse as much because this is going on YouTube and not Patreon. Yeah, I specifically chose Robin's song just to freaking annoy him, but I'm gonna set the music to something I like instead. Not that I don't like the song, it's beautifully sung.
You finally got some leisure time.
I'm not on leisure time, actually. I'm in a time bubble because I had to come back to the ship to play their...
I'm never taking a bath again. My AI components are short-circuiting.
Don't get wet. Yeah, I came back to the ship to do a bunch of stupid quests, even though story-wise in the game, you're not supposed to be able to return to the ship. I usually prefer... Where's the see and show? Okay. Trying to remember what song I liked. Oh, I think this was it. Yeah. I still need to fight the Flame Reaver. But anyways, I not only got Casterus this round, I think you could choose between Ron May and Luchador. I chose Luchador. Yeah, even though Tectone's like, you're an idiot if you choose Luchador. He's a good healer, and Ron May is just another increase your attack, and I feel like I have a lot of those girls. Also, I was just interested in like what Luchador would have to text the protagonist, and I think he only gets one, because I've mostly been getting texts from Japard, who I'm still leveling up. I'll wait until next week to finish his. I'll probably need to get more money in the game. Yeah, and I got Mighty, because of course I had to get Mighty. Look at him. Look at, how could I refuse? I have so many imaginary boys now. Which is hilarious, because for the longest time at the beginning, my only imaginary character was Yukon. She was the only character who could use imaginary, and now I'm just riddled with them. Absolutely riddled. I gotta say, Dan Heng's dragon form is really only useful if you just absolutely like your horny boy. And Welt is just a pity character you can roll if you're lucky. You gotta have Adventuring. He is the ultimate healer, obviously. Yeah, if you can tell, I do not roll for, what are they called? The cards. Yeah, instead of, like, weapons, you get cards. I think I only have, like, 2 gold cards. Yeah. I had to give one to Yukon, because like I said, she was my main imaginary for a while. And then that one I usually give to my best healer. Light cones are kind of annoying to level up. I'm gonna see if there's anyone to talk to in the other coach section. Though I should probably play that mini game because you can get a lot of stellar jade.
Have you tried the strange chess game you have here on the Express?
I am terrible at chess. I've only beaten like 2 people at chess. And one of them was a nurse who might have lost on purpose to me, trying to make me feel better.
You should.
I was sick.
It isn't Xianzhou chess, but the rules are similar. The conductor saw me expressing an interest, and graciously decided to teach me. Speaking of Xianzhou chess, I'm a bit of an expert. Few in the Law Fu could ever dream of defeating me. But that conductor of yours is no ordinary player either. We played a dozen rounds and ended up in a stalemate. Perhaps I should start making regular chess visits to the Express.
Do whatever you want. Oh, now Pom Pom over here probably has a quest for me. Oh yeah, okay. I'm trying to talk about this to a friend, but he hasn't responded yet. So on YouTube, someone called Doran's World, D-O-R-O-N-S World. Oh, and he just responded. So Doron's world. Apparently there's a law going to effect in Texas that's going to make like owning images of children and children-looking characters illegal. I wonder if I can... I'm not computer savvy enough to play it on my screen while recording, but maybe you guys can listen to it if I just hold my phone up to the camera.
So anime fans are crashing out for one reason, and that's because it involves some pretty insane censorship changes that could affect anime as a whole. So let's talk about it. Now recently, Texas senators have unanimously passed a bill that if signed could make several games, anime, and manga series illegal to own in the state. The bill bans any obscene depictions of a minor or someone who looks like one, and those caught will face some serious...
Okay, I don't know how well that recorded, but basically Texas Senate is passing a law that makes owning explicit images of a child illegal, which would make sense because child porn should be legal. Like, pictures of real children should be illegal. But it's apparently going to affect anime, manga, and game. Really any form of, I guess, artwork. Which, that's... I am freaking out because I love Rune Factory. Rune Factory 3, 4, and 5 are my favorites. I rebought 4 and 5 after the house fire. I still need to get 3 back. But if you're familiar with that series, you know you can romance and marry characters in Rune Factory. It's the fantasy RPG Harvest Moon, before Namco and Natsumi split up or whatever. But you can romance characters. The thing is, you usually play as like a character who looks like 16 or 18, almost 18. I would say in Rune Factory 4, you could almost fit the 18. Rune Factory like 3, you still look kind of fairly young. In Texas, anyone below 18 is a minor. So, yeah, you are usually a minor character, and you are romancing other minors. The same could be said for Persona, because you play a high schooler, and you can romance other high schoolers. Granted, they usually are drawn to look kind of old. They're drawn to look more adult than children-like. In Rune Factory, there's characters like Amber, and then there's Christina V. Valenzuela's Wolf Girl in Rune Factory 5, who look relatively young. And then there's Keel, and then Detective Boy in Rune Factory 5. Pretty much almost everyone in Rune Factory 3 looks fairly young. So that's worrisome because I like those games and own 4 and 5, and I don't want to be arrested for liking Rune Factory. It's just, I always thought artwork was safe because it's not a real person. It's a character from a make-believe world. You're not hurting a real person by looking at images of those characters. Not to mention the multitude of... even Honkai Star Rail itself. Like, look at this. Hi, Silver Wolf. You are here as an example. Perfect. Look at Silver Wolf. I'm pretty sure she's supposed to be 17, but I would think she's like 14. Look how tiny she is. You got Silver Wolf. You got Pink Fu Xuan. They look young. The thing with Fu Xuan is she's actually like, what, like 200 or something? But for some reason, they just made her tiny because anime likes tiny women. So, will Honkai Star Rail be illegal to play because some characters look young? I mean, Jesus, you've got... Jesus Christ. You've got Clara, who's actually is a child. Bailu once again fits into the same category as Fushuan, where I think she's actually much older than she appears. Yeah, even Cloud Boy here. Oh no, I'm realizing how many lolis I have. This isn't good. Oh no, not Pela. And Puppet Herta. Oof. This is not good. This is not good for me. They're just gonna take away all the loli characters. Oh no. Oh no, we're in danger. I guess I'll have to research more on my own to see how bad it's going to get, but I am concerned. You know, at first I was unhappy when Texas passed certain pro-life laws that made getting first trimester abortions very difficult for ladies, and people can be arrested for even saying, like, oh, go to another state to get an abortion, practically. And I think there was a case where a woman, was it in Texas or another state? There was a case where a woman had a miscarriage, and I think she threw the remains in the trash, and she was arrested for having a miscarriage. Now, throwing a miscarriage in the trash, that is a strange subject. Like, if it's an early enough miscarriage, it's basically just going to look like a really bloody, awful period. I don't remember how far along she was. It was there no way that the baby was going to survive with any medical intervention. She had a miscarriage, which was a terrible, painful experience. A long time ago, back when my brother was alive, those much better days, long time ago, he had a girlfriend. She came over to the house, and she sadly actually had a miscarriage while she was at our house. I was a kid at the time, so I wasn't really able to help much. I was just told to, like, sit in the living room, and, you know, she was crying, everyone was sad. It was a very emotional time. I didn't get to see, I don't think she was super far, I think they, like, just announced it. So, I think they kind of just, I hate to say this, I think they tossed the miscarriage in the trash as well, because she wasn't super far along. They, like, just found out she was pregnant. But they did take her to the doctor just to make sure she was okay. And yeah, it was a miscarriage, but she wasn't arrested for throwing away blood into the trash. This is a really weird thing to Sorry, this is just gonna be me talking while Honkai Star Rail's playing in the background. So, yeah, I guess if it was, like, literally looked like a fetus, I probably would have called, like, 911 and, like, saved the remains, I guess, for the doctors to get rid of, basically. I feel like putting that in the this is just how my brain thinks. I feel like putting remains in the trash would draw predators like raccoons, coyotes. That's just where I live. You've got to be careful because coyotes and raccoons do get in your trash. But yeah, she was just arrested for having a miscarriage. That was, God, how long ago was that? Was that this year? I think it was this year. But there are just so many weird laws now. Texas specifically has a bunch of really bizarre ones. Oh, if they detect a fetal heartbeat, but then it turns out it's not actually a heart they're detecting. It's just like the heart develops at a certain time, and they're detecting just like the pulse basically inside the womb. It's not actually the baby's heart they're detecting. It's all messed up. What's that lady's name? There's a really cool lady on YouTube, Mama Jones. She talks about the weird Texas laws about pro-life, pro-choice. I'm pro-choice, obviously. If you don't want a kid, you should have the choice to not have a kid. They are making more, like, there's over-the-counter birth control now, which is good. That's a step in the right direction. I remember when I was on birth control, I had to get a prescription, and that was expensive as hell. So expensive, I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna be a nun. I can't pay. And that was when I had a job. I could not afford being on birth control and my normal pills while I had a job, so I specifically couldn't afford it now. But I guess maybe the over-the-counter stuff is cheaper. Ugh. So, yeah, I guess if things get any worse in Texas, I think I'm just gonna have to move to Georgia. That's where my friend Ray lives. I have another friend named Ray. He moved to California. Hell no am I ever moving to California. That's too expensive. I think I could probably sell a lot of my property in Texas and be able to afford a real small place in Georgia. Okay, Ray says, I read about that last month. I stated that it's blatantly unconstitutional, but also that anyone who is blindly in favor of such a law is a moron. Moron. And also a Mormon. No. That's my brain. Whenever I see the word moron, I think Mormon. Yeah, we're safe in Georgia. Alright. I might need to... Yeah, I might be moving to Georgia. After I sell this useless Texas property. The law is so... I can understand wanting to stop child pornography. That's great. That's wonderful. No child porn should exist on the internet. Although there are so many OnlyFans models who are like 17 going on 18. That's child pornography. If you're an OnlyFans and you put pictures of yourself when you were 17. They need to crack down on that shit. But I feel like artwork, just drawn images, is safe because it's art. You're not hurting a real person. I was just having this conversation with the same guy I'm texting right now, Ray. Like, the reason I prefer, like, hentai art to, like, real pornography films and stuff is because, like, you can do anything you want in hentai. No one is actually getting hurt. Actually, on my Patreon, I play some H games, if you want to watch me play those games and see how I actually react to porn. It's only $5. If you just want to see the videos, just spend $5 and then quit. I would be so happy if you would just do that. You don't have to subscribe for life, but I barely get any money, so it would be nice if you would check out my Patreon. The link is in my YouTube. 23 minutes in, and I've been talking about the weirdest stuff. Okay, the Metro, Atlanta area, Athens, Savannah are chill. Okay, my friend Ray's got me. He's listing places in Georgia that are friendly to queer people, but everywhere else is red. Oh no, that's bad. Is this Trump's fault? I don't know. I'll ask Ray. Trump has to know anime exists. Doesn't he have grandkids by now? I don't know. I know he has children. I don't know if he has grandchildren. Dude's 70, so I'd be surprised if he didn't have grandchildren. I feel like most modern kids have at least, even if they don't like anime, have at least seen it and have like maybe 1 or 2 shows that they like. Anyway, Silver Wolf, what's up with you? Images of you might not be legal in the place I'm living.
Want to play a game? I'm pretty good at board games, you know.
Why did they give her that? They gave Silverwolf a very alluring voice. Don't you have anything? Oh? How can you play as a hologram?
Holograms can't move board game pieces. The Nameless must really be a nostalgic group to be using physical board games in this modern age.
But, like, how could you play a computer game as a hologram? Granted, you do have the weirdest power of being able to basically turn everything into a game, but you couldn't hold a controller. Would you have to hack into the game system? Could you hack into my PS4 and fix it? It keeps doing that thing where the disc whirls, and I have to always, like, forcibly shut it down to stop it for a while, but it always starts up again.
You all have so much space here on the Express, and not so much as a single arcade machine to show for it. How do you pass the time? Reading, photography, sipping coffee, running around everywhere, helping people as a hobby?
I do love her voice actress. I don't know if oh god. Another humongous subject you can talk about is the voice acting debacle that's going on. You know, I respected Paimon's voice actor at first. I genuinely thought she was a cool person. But her and Tectone have apparently begun a fight. Like, I don't know if she's suing him or not. She was throwing a fit because she thinks people don't understand the strike. And then other people have said it's not really even about the I don't want voice actors to be replaced by AI. I would be very sad. I'm someone who really likes voice actors. I live in Texas, if you didn't catch that. The first 20 minutes of me yapping about the laws in Texas. And a lot of voice actors who do English dubs are actually from Texas. I've said this a million times, but I'll say it again. I used to work at the same mall that Monaco that Bulma's voice actor used to work at too. And guys would come up to her and like ask for her to do the Bulma voice and want autographs. But I love voice actors. I respect them. Usually, Jesus. I remember when Tainari's original voice actor came out. I really liked him, and I followed him on Twitter because I thought he was cute. And I'm like, cool. I thought it was cool that Sumeru was supposed to be like kind of a mix of like Middle Eastern and like some African. They've got like the Egyptian pyramids. Egypt is on the continent of Africa, but is it considered that? I'm a dumbass. But anyway, I thought Tainari's original voice actor, he has a new voice actor now. I remember following him on Twitter, and then when I heard Tainari's voice actor was getting a change, I was like, oh no, what happened to the original guy? I really liked him. Turns out he was being a creep towards other voice actors. Just, it's like, no, you were my new favorite. Why? I think he either took down his Twitter or I unfollowed him. But, I hate that. It's like I trying to enjoy Full Metal Alchemist, but then remembering Vic Mignogna. I don't even have that many friends. And I know a girl who went to a con, and she's like, yeah, Vic Mignogna, like, touched my butt. It was weird. It's like 1 in 3 anime fans have a Vic Mignogna story. Don't quote me on that statistic, I just made it up.
Why don't you call over some friends, and I'll teach you how to play 13 star steps. I'm good at party games too, you know.
What is 13 star steps? Is that like... I can't... I'm so stupid. What's that game that has all of the different colors? And it's like right hand blue, left hand green. The party game that people bring out only so they can inappropriately touch each other. I forget what it's called. If not, then his. Okay. Damn it! I was trying to... Okay, I'm still texting my friend Ray, and I was trying to spell senpai, and it auto-corrected me to sentience. When the fuck do I use the word? Oh, I said fuck on YouTube. Oh well. When do I use sentience in any of my texts? What? Whoop. Okay. Bad phone. Okay, so it auto-corrected me when I typed senpai, but not when I type weeaboo. Maybe I just type weeaboo so often it's recognized. But anyway, Silverwolf, I actually do have arcade games in my room. The very cool room that you got. And I love my room. I'm gonna go to my room. I never look at this stupid mirror. Go away, not Tally. I just play Honkai Star Rail for the characters and the story. Yeah, what? I think the mirror, you just fight bosses again, and they have different abilities, basically. It's weird. I have a very... I don't like that it's not as customizable as the teapot in Genshin Impact, but I still really like it. Get some snacks in the fridge. I have pictures of trash can on my fridge. Ooh, get myself a... Ooh, get a Dr. Pepper. When humans first set foot in space, their menus consisted of bland, compressed food. Now the cuisine available during space travel has far surpassed anything they could have imagined. They could pack food up into a NASA ship. I think they're just cowards. They haven't tried it yet. I have so many snacks. Look at... Oh, it's making me hungry. I do have chocolate bread that I could eat. Oh, it's my pet cat. Trash Cake. Hello, Trash Cake. I'm going to pet you. Meow. And Bubbles! Hello. Oh, it's like a potbelly pig. I love Bubbles. Pet Bubbles. Pat its butt. It does not like to be touched on the butt. One must never touch a trotter's butt, no matter how cute or small it is. Aww. Fine. Oh god, don't open your mouth. Don't open your mouth. That's actually a little scary. But see, I totally have an arcade machine. I think... Yeah, you can play, some mini-games. I suck at all the mini-games in this. I suck at all the mini-games in Honkai Star Rail. And then I've got my supercomputer over here. I wish I had this set up. Check your mailbox. The Super Smart Virus. The Super Smart Virus is reinforcing the system's firewall. Cool! Who needs NordVPN when I have the Super Smart Virus? Can I start a game? Due to copyright restrictions from the IPC, we cannot show you actual gameplay footage. You'll have to imagine it. Oh no, I'm surrounded by the Legion. This is a multiplayer cooperative first-person shoot. Okay, so it's Destiny. I haven't bought Destiny. I used to like playing Destiny too. I never really played with people that much. I just enjoy shooting things. I only got into Destiny because Nathan Fillion voices the sexy robot. You will play as a beleaguered Galaxy Ranger. collaborating tirelessly with your teammates to break through the siege in this exhilarating conflict. Okay, I asked my friend if Trump Senpai hates weeaboos. He said he hates gamers too. Impeach him! Impeach! Impeach! No, okay. Impeach. Okay, it's probably the most popular multiplayer online game, however the network signal. Oh, the frickin' Wi-Fi is iffy on the Astral Express. Oh! Actually, that's really funny, because I just said I usually play Destiny alone, and it says you still prefer playing the single-player campaign mode. Oh, the protagonist is so very relatable. So super relatable. I got my pin. Also, I love that they give you a bathroom. Is this supposed to be the toilet? Just like question. I know in Asia they've got those weird toilets where they're like holes in the floor. It's because squatting is supposed to be healthier for you than just sitting on like a Western toilet. They even have devices that you can put under your toilet, so when you sit on your toilet, you can get your feet onto the device and sort of squat over a normal toilet. I'm gonna take a bath in the hot sauce. Which gets you a very strange still image. I wonder if they even bothered changing what the... Okay. The hot and spicy bath stimulates your follicles. I think taking a bath gives you a slight edge in battle. But, anyway, yeah. I think the room in Honkai Star Rail is pretty cool. I turn off my lights when I... Oh, okay. Were the lights off? I usually prefer the lights in my own room to be off, so I guess I didn't even notice. Alright, back to the party car. Okay, I don't want to... I guess I'll look at this stupid Star Rail World. Let's play them. Yeah, it can give you a lot of Stellar Jade at least. This is supposed to be like, what, year 2 celebration thing? Okay, enter the venue to collect the revenue. 164 billion. Upgrade any 2 assistants to level 90. That's gonna be a while. This goes to you, Robin, and Don Hung. Okay. I just hate the fact that they're trying to make him like a main character. Give me adventuring. I want my boy adventuring. Okay, memory card or whatever. While wandering the space station, you stumble upon Ron May in a dim, abandoned cabin. You can barely make out the cold glint of a needle in her hand, as if poking at something in her hand. Her little creations gather around, chirping curiously. I'm here to join you or watch her closely. I'm gonna watch her close. Oh, that was the wrong one. When you select the correct one, you usually have like 4 options. Ah! Oh yes, she loves to embroider stuff. Here you go, you freaking criminal. Wasn't his voice actor also said to be, his English voice actor said to be kind of a weirdo too? I don't know if they changed his voice actor. I never liked his character, so I did not care. Oh, I can get another one. New booth available. Sianshu Cultural Exhibition. Okay, I don't know if I have a person. Oh, okay. Rappa or Firefly. Okay. He links with Don Hung. She links with Himiko. The siblings link together. I'll put Rappa since she's kind of Asian, although she's Japanese, not Chinese. But, oh, okay. Oh, wrong button. Level 4! You know, this weirdly reminds me of the Dragon Quest and Mario Party game. It was on the Wii. I was really surprised we got it in America. I think I owned it and I like played it once. I never had any friends to play it with, and it's kind of boring to play alone. Although it's funny because you can play as the Princess of Moonbrook, and her lines are really sad. She's like, oh, if my castle and people had survived, they would have liked this. I'm like, Jesus, they made this girl a downer. Okay, I don't have Silverwolf on the screen yet. Why is Dog here? Why are you here? Okay, goodbye, Dog. There are admission tickets. Oh, okay, yeah, I've got 18 pools. Let's, Golden Invitation. Press to speed up. Oh, I got this lady. Okay. I don't even have her on my team because I chose to go after the Fox Boy instead. Even though I think she's actually better. Because she can actually heal a little. Which is weird because Fox Boy is also a doctor, but they didn't make his character heal. Hey, there you are! I was just talking about you. Jiao Cho. Poor blind Fox Boy. Okay, oh yeah, can I still pool? Let's see, revenue. Aromatherapy samples. An advisor who doesn't want to cook won't be a good doctor. Yes, I think, wasn't his... I remember in March's Warrior Princess section, he gave her opponents crippling diarrhea, if I'm remembering correctly. Okay, just... I got Best Boy! Who, once again, I'm really sad he doesn't have a character quest yet. If you get him in your party, he does text you, and his texts are very sweet. But yeah, still mad that he's like barely mentioned in the game after you fight him. At first I thought he was... I got the best of the best boys! I got, this is the man who should be president of Texas. Oh, actually... I went to, Kinokuniya. It's a store that sells only, like, manga, drawing utensils, and stuff from Japan. And they sometimes have Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. And, I have a Boot Hill standee. I was so happy because they usually only have like standees of like the boring characters, and the characters that are popular sell out really quickly. There was one Boot Hill left, and I was like, I need this. I need this. He's on my desk. Actually, I need to turn. My Boot Hill standee is right next to my Tartaglia lamp, or he's an LED light. I got Tartaglia off Amazon because I wanted a lamp in my room, but I didn't want it bright. So I've got a Tartaglia standee who glows when I turn him on. And he's right next to my Boot Hill. And I also have an original Ting Yun. Not the new Ting Yun, whose name is like Fugu or whatever. But yeah. And I also have my slime hourglass. I've got cool stuff on my desk. I'm so happy. What sucks is I don't have a lot of money to buy cool stuff, so I just look for little trinkets that made me happy. Before the fire, I was a hoarder of things. Well, that's because I, like, well, I was a very organized and neat hoarder. So, there. Look, Don Hung, I got your best friend, Cowboy. The Adventures of Cowboy and Dragon. What's weird is that I did not like the story behind Penacony, but I liked the characters. Loved adventuring, loved Boot Hill, love Allegra Clark's character. Allegra Clark voice, what's her name? What is the girl's name? Allegra Clark voices Beto in Genshin Impact, and she also voices, what is her name? She's the purple lady. She's kind of like Death. I always just call her Allegra Clarks. I am terrible at names. Because if it's a voice actor I like, I'll just call them by the voice actor's name. I don't know if Allegra Clark is still technically in the game or not. Oh, I'd be sad if they had to replace her. Oh, okay, I got stuff. Okay, achievements! Oh, more of this, thank you. Where's my button? Okay, there's my button. It's Jade, also known as Satan. A group from the IPC Youth Training Program is visiting the Reverie. As a shareholder of Penacony, you are invited by Jade to deliver a speech. The children are positive. The IPC uses child labor. Clearly, they have heard about you before. Don't worry, you can say anything you want. Jade whispers you to them. You're the perfect role model. I will share my past experiences earnestly. Spin. Don't do snacks, read newspapers? The children are struggling to stay awake. This is even worse than school. Oh yeah, isn't Trump like defunding education? Although I hear it's just gonna be... They're trying to change the education system, I think, because the current generation in school does not know how to read good. We need the foundation for kids who don't read good. I need to collect the money! Since this is based on a phone game, I think all you have to do is like swipe, but because I'm playing it on a computer with controllers, I'm having to jiggle around the screen all the time. Okay, I've got a... Okay, and also I have a present. Okay. Yay, Stellar Jade. And I need to level people up. How do I do that again? I think it's this button. Okay, March, I'll just level you up to 90. I'll level Himiko needs to get leveled. Oh, well, I went beyond 90, sorry. 90. Okay, what about Old Man Otaku? There we go. Upgrade 1 assistant to 2 stars. Conduct research 1 time. Oh, hey, Silverwolf is visiting. IP, that's a hard word for me to say. Interastral, oh, I said it correctly. Interastral Peace Entertainment developed a game themed around fantasy creature battles. As a cosmic gamer, Silverwolf just can't miss it. I was about to say she's everyone's gamer girlfriend, but considering she is underage, and she looks young. You cannot say that anymore, not in Texas. Okay, however, the game has only small-scale internal tests to date, and repeated hacks into the IPE systems yield nothing but a few empty folders. Left with a note, I can't hack things! I can barely use modern computers. I was great at computers in the 90s. I'm terrible at computers now. I shall recommend you other games that may or may not be outlawed in Texas. Oh no! What about Dragon Quest XI because of Veronica? Is Dragon Quest XI going to be illegal? Oh, double oh no. Because Dragon Quest Treasures, you literally play as two kids. Young Eric and Mia. Oh no. Oh, this situation might be worse than I thought. Shit. Actual moment of me being like panicking on screen. Oh no, I'm gonna have to move. Man, I was gonna wait to move until my parents died. That's when now I might have to move. They're gonna be very confused. They can't survive without me. I do most of the grocery shopping and get the food. Ugh. It's also going to be really hard to sell property while my dad and uncle are still alive. But I need the money to buy a cheap place. Luckily, at least my friend Ray can hook me up with some good towns to live in. It would be cool to live in a place called Athens, Georgia. I guess in Texas we have Paris, Texas. A niche, quirky indie title. I have been playing an indie game a lot recently, Sunhaven. Oh, Jesus Christ. How many times have I said Jesus in this episode? Yeah, that game also has some controversy because apparently they didn't credit some artists that they used, but the game was on sale for like 60% off. And it's a really fun game if you like it's basically like Stardew Valley, but with more fantasy-esque stuff. And really cool dragons. Also, you get to romance a shark boy. In fact, I might just play Sunhaven next on my channel just to show it off. Anyway, continue. Yeah, I like Sunhaven, but I'm afraid to recommend it in real life because I don't know if the company is made of good people or not. Don't you hate it when you like a book or a property, like a game or a movie, but then you find out that the creator is like an ass? Someone was telling me that the author of Ender's Game hates gay people. Which was sad because he was like an Ender's Game fan who's totally gay. Oh, I need to level up Rappa. At least I can hold down the X button. I need to get a new store so I can put Boot Hill on my map. I need my Boot Hill. Conduct research. What's research again? Oh, it's Branya. Haven't seen you in forever. The IPC plans to invest in renovating a building on Urillo 6 to support local reconstruction efforts. With the specific construction plans provided by Clipoff Fort, Branya burns the midnight oil, striving to balance various interests and eventually drafts several proposals. I like this minigame just because I like these little astral tales. Where should this valuable opportunity be used? Renovate a few prominent buildings for a better facade. We don't want money, just people. I've noticed usually the first option is the best option. Build new shelters for the robots! More shelters for a robot. No, I got the worst. Okay, Clipoff Fort. I guess it means it. Oh shit! You can re-roll. I keep forgetting that. You've got a ghost over you, Sonny boy. I'll get rid of it. Although I like Tail, he's cool. Although I wouldn't waste money trying to get, what's that girl's name? Hoo-ha? Huo? Whoa, that's her name, I think. Wouldn't waste money trying to get her in my party. Kind of hoping maybe she'll be on the pity banner eventually. She's supposed to be a good healer too. I think she heals and can raise her attack. Okay, I got another gift, which means more Stellar Jade. As far as minigames go, I don't hate it. They had the Awoo firm on that new planet. Oh, hey, it's Rappa. Ah, okay, there, now I can move again. The Awoo firm was kind of annoying, but still cute. I'm trying to deliver it to her, but it's not working. Do I need to get rid of the money? Oh, okay, I guess I had to get rid of the money. Let's see what Rappa has to say. At the golden hour, you run into a talent scout pestering Rappa about a contract. Oh, they want a Galaxy Ranger. Baseball bat ninja. This initiate request the ninja mantra I perform. She is basically just Fischl from Genshin Impact, but ninja coded. I'm worried about the potential traps within. Please help me make up my mind. I'm the band manager, and I say no. You're a great rap artist. Maybe do it. Oh, it was the bad choice. So the first one isn't always the best choice. Got it. I still got S though. Such is Rappa's way of the ninja. Says what she means and does what she says. What's so sad is I have her on my team, but I haven't wasted resource. I would love to have her as a playable character because I think she's cute and fun, but I don't want to waste all my resources. Conduct research one time. Oh, okay. Oh, 91% complete, so am I almost done with the minigame? There's, like, so many more days to do. Level 5, I'll say. Okay, there's only 10 levels. Okay, that's good. I can probably collect more rewards, light cone rewards. Wait, no, wait. There we go. Erudition, huh. I know her does erudition. Let me look at her. Herta? Oh, you're in my party. I don't think there are a ton. Oh, okay, so Himiko's erudition as well, along with Circle. Huh, I did not know that. So I have a new erudition card. That's cool. Probably enhance it. Oh, it's the bird dude. Okay, only 1 minute left, and all I've really done is talk about stuff on my mind and sort of just play the weird little minigame. I don't know if I want to do the story though, because it's just a boss battle, and I have sucked at this boss battle. I don't remember what characters I need to bring. I think I need to bring... I could probably... I wonder if she's strong enough or I should level up her traces some more. Probably should level these 2 traces up at least. So I guess I'll do that next. Thanks for watching. If you watched all the way through, thank you very much. check out my Patreon, but ta-ta for now.